Good afternoon, everybody. How is all my wonderful subscribers and viewers out there doing today? I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. It's Nikki D, and welcome back to the Nikki D channel. Today, we're going to be doing the 2020 or NFL Recap Week 7 show, where I, Nikki D, break down all 15 games from Week 7. The Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys had the week off, and I'll let you know who won. I'll let you know who lost. Don't forget to like the video, share the video on social media, and smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of when I drop my next video. With that being said, I hope everybody is having a wonderful day, and without further ado, let's get to in our first matchup on the 2020 or NFL Recap Week 7 show. We had the 3-3 Denver Broncos going on the road into New Orleans. Thursday night football, Broncos and the Saints, and Bo Nix for the Broncos really showed up in this matchup as Denver on their way dominating, and they finally get over the hump of being 500. The Broncos could be making some noise come January as they defeat the New Orleans Saints 33-10. And on Sunday football, we went to London for a 9:30 a.m. kickoff. The 1-5 New England Patriots were at the 1-5 Jacksonville Jaguars in London, and the Patriots had a 10-0 lead early in the second quarter, but Jacksonville marched back in the span of 10 minutes to go up 22-10 at the half, and Jacksonville was able to keep their two-possession lead on New England as the Jaguars defeat the New England Patriots 32-16. In our next matchup to the 1 p.m. games now, we had the 3-3 Seattle Seahawks going on the road into Mercedes-Benz Stadium to take on the 4-2 Atlanta Falcons. And Seattle, who had previously lost their last 3 games in a row, finally get the horse back on track as the Seattle Seahawks, Geno Smith, leading the way. And they defeat the Atlanta Falcons. Final score, Seattle 30 or Atlanta 14. In our next matchup, we had the 1-4 Tennessee Titans going on the road into Orchard Park to take on Josh Allen and the 4-2 Buffalo Bills. And Josh Allen really showed up in this game. Buffalo's defense showed up in this game as well. And Buffalo really showing us that they want to walk away with the AFC East title. And they could very easily if they continue going down this path, as the Buffalo Bills defeat the Tennessee Titans 34-10. Up next on the 2020 NFL Recap Week 7 show, we had the 2-4 Cincinnati Bengals going on the road into the dog pound to take on Deshaun Watson in the 1-5 Cleveland Browns. And Joe Burrow showed up and showed out in this game. And this wasn't the highest scoring game we had this week, but it was definitely one of the better games we had. The Cincinnati Bengals finally getting their season back on track as they defeat the Cleveland Browns 21-14. In our next matchup, we had the 5-1 C.J. Stroud-led Houston Texans going on the road to take on the 4-2 Green Bay Packers in Lambeau. And this was a very close back and forth game, and Houston really struggled offensively. Green Bay had a very good week defensively, and the Green Bay Packers just barely survive as they defeat the Houston Texans 24-22. And in our next matchup, we had the 2-3 Miami Dolphins going on the road into Lucas Oil Stadium to take on the 3-3 Indianapolis Colts. And defense was the story in this game. 26 points combined by these two teams. Not really a lot of scoring, as Miami just can't seem to find a way to get it going offensively without a veteran experienced quarterback, and that has really come back to bite them as the Colts beat the Dolphins 16-10. In our next matchup, we had the 4-1 Detroit Lions going on the road to Minneapolis to take on the 5-0 Minnesota Vikings. And honestly, this was a matchup where if both teams could win the game, they would have. These two teams both played like they deserved to win. A very back and forth affair, but the Detroit Lions give Minnesota their first loss on the season as they beat the Vikings 31-29. Up next on the 2024 NFL Recap Week 7 show, we had the 3-2 Philadelphia Eagles going on the road into East Rutherford to take on the 2-4 New York Giants. And Philadelphia really showed up and showed out in this game. They showed in this game that they really could be a serious threat come January. Jalen Hurts doing what Jalen Hurts does, and the Giants just really struggled offensively. The Eagles' defense was A+ this week as Philadelphia beats the New York Giants 28-3. In our next matchup, we had the 2-4 Las Vegas Raiders going on the road into SoFi Stadium to take on the 1-4 LA Rams. Both of these teams' seasons are on life support right now, but the Rams really showing up and playing clutch football when it matters here, as they're really trying to get their season back on track. They got the first step of that process done this week as they beat the Raiders 20-15. In our next matchup, we had the 1-5 Carolina Panthers going on the road into the nation's capital to take on Jalen Daniels and the 4-2 Washington Commanders. And out of every game this week, this was the biggest blowout. Jalen Daniels once again showing us why there should be no contest about whether he should be Rookie of the Year, as the Washington Commanders put the beat down on the Carolina Panthers 40-7. In our next matchup, we had a rematch of Super Bowl 57 as the Kansas City Chiefs went on the road into Candlestick Park to take on the San Francisco 49ers, and Patrick Mahomes just coming through in the clutch this week as Brock Purdy and George Kittle really couldn't get the Niners offense going the way they wanted to, as Kansas City remains undefeated for another week, getting to 6-0. They beat the Niners 28-18. Up next on the 2024 NFL Recap Week 7 show, we had Sunday Night Football as Aaron Rodgers and the 2-4 New York Jets went on the road to Pittsburgh to take on the 4-2 Pittsburgh Steelers. And Pittsburgh really showing us that they could be a problem this year in the AFC. Justin Fields, forgot his name for a moment, showed up and showed out in this game. TJ Watt doing what TJ Watt does on the defensive side of the ball, but Pittsburgh dominating the Jets as the Steelers with a big time win on Sunday night, 37-15. And now we have two Monday night football games this week. To the first Monday night football game this week, we have 4-2 Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, and the Baltimore Ravens going on the road into Raymond James Stadium to take on Baker Mayfield and the 4-2 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this was probably the better of the two Monday night football games. Back and forth scoring, very high scoring game. And Baltimore showing us why they're going to be a threat come January as the Ravens beat the Buccaneers 41-31. And to the other Monday night football game, we had the 3-2 Chargers going on the road into Glendale to take on Kyler Murray and the 2-4 Arizona Cardinals. This was a defensive game, and honestly, Justin Herbert does have a lot of improving he needs to do if the Chargers are going to come out and win games. That didn't happen this week, and really, Kyler Murray wasn't even that much of an X factor in this game either. It really came down to the two defenses, and Arizona showing us why they need to get back to 500. Step one of that process is done. The Cardinals beat the Chargers 17-15. And that was the 2024 NFL Recap Week 7 show. We had 15 games this week. I let you know who won. I let you know who lost. What was your favorite game of the week? Let me know down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video, share the video on social media, and you made it all the way to the end of this video. Go smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of when I drop my next video. And if you want to see some more of me, Nicky D, then go check out another one of my videos, because I got hours of content that'll keep you entertained well into the evening. With that being said, I hope everybody continues to have a wonderful evening. I'm Nicky D. This is the Nicky D channel, and I will see all y'all amazing people next time. Bye, y'all.